I was a hospital corpsman in the Navy. I was stationed at the DeLorenzo TRICARE Health Clinic, which is attached to the Pentagon, but I was actually in the Navy Annex building. When the towers were hit, I was looking at it on the news with everyone else. And my ex-husband at the time called me and said, I'm hoping my mom is okay, because all of our family still lived in New York at the time. And then when the attack started at the Pentagon, it was a big crushing boom. And actually, after that point, I didn't know what was going on. I was standing in the break room and my commander said, "Did you hear that?" And I said, "Yes." And she was like, "Go see." And I told her, I said, "You go see what happened." And then after that, it was almost like it was a blank, because we really, truly went into action. Before that day, I would never, I mean, you train, you train, you train, but you never would think that you would have to actually set up a full medical treatment tent in a matter of minutes. And we actually did do that. We were in Henderson Hall. We set up a medical unit there in the gymnasium. And we actually took all the overflow patients from the Pentagon. We triaged them. I took the official notes of everybody who got treated that day, from the beginning to the end. I believe that night I did not get home until probably 9:30. When we left that night, the streets were completely empty. And after that day, things things changed immensely. It changed immensely for me, because we went immediately to working 12-hour shifts. And for that part, I was actually scared, because we didn't know what was going to happen. And I can remember almost the day afterwards, we would be inside of the clinic, but we would be up under the desk. Can you imagine going to work, being a corpsman, and you're so afraid that you're actually up underneath the desk because you don't know what's going to happen? Really, I try not to think about it, because, I mean, for me personally, as I said, I was expecting, I went into premature labor the very next day. Um, I just try not to think about it at all. The coping mechanisms really was just leaning on each other. I will never forget that day from beginning to end. And for the most part, you just relive it on a daily basis. And as time went on, of course, you don't relive it as much, but we just leaned on each other. We talked with each other, we talked to our family, we talked to our friends. But as coworkers, we actually literally became family, because we were with each other more than we were with our actual family. And I mean, I never knew, when I signed up to join the Navy, what it actually meant to serve. But during that time, I learned, being in the military and just being a part of society, that the world it was just bigger than me, but I had to do my part to be there. So I separated from the United States Navy in August of 2003. After that time, I really did not know any of the services that I was entitled to as a veteran until 2006, when I started working for a Army clinic as a clerk. Um, I did not even realize the services that I needed. Um, Again, I stated that life was never the same. I don't think I was the same person after that. So I seeked out mental health care through the VA. My first clinic that I used to go to was at the VA facility in Richmond, Virginia. Like, I have come a long way because the first psychiatrist that I spoke to, or I actually went in to see, I saw her for a whole year, for an hour, and I didn't say one word, not one word. But I knew um, if I made it to the next week, I would see her. And for that hour, everything was okay. I never had a hard time getting into the facility, even when I left Kentucky and I took a DA civilian job in Savannah. I got immediately into the clinic and sought mental health care. I didn't have any issues. And it was actually the best thing that could happen to me, because no matter where I was, where I went to, someone was always willing to see me. And even the care that I'm receiving in Augusta, it's been times where I just walk in and my provider wasn't available, but someone has always been able to see me. I can call the hotline. If you need to talk to someone, all you have to do is call or really just show up. And I've done that on numerous occasions, and I've never been turned away, not one time. Life was never the same after September 11th. And actually, to sit here and think it has been 20 years, you almost don't even realize it.